Hi, and welcome to a new video over on Elin's Reading Live. So my name is Elin, and I'm gonna do an unhaul today with 10 books. The first book is Ralph's Party, I think it's called in English. Yeah, Ralph's Party by Lisa Jewell. I loved this book when I read it. I think I gave it 5 stars, but that was a few years ago and I am not gonna reread it. And it's about a girl or a woman who moves in with 2 guys, and then there's kind of a love triangle. And yeah, can we have that one? Then we have His Majesty's Dragon, which I have read and gave 4 stars to. I've had this since I was like 10 or something, but I hadn't read it until this year, which is bad. And it's His Majesty's Dragon by Naomi Novik, the first book in the Temeraire series. I've also read the second book, Throne of Jade, and I decided not to continue with the series because it's not really my thing with this military fantasy. Because this dragon, Temeraire, is given to Napoleon from China, and it's about the Napoleon Wars, and that's not really my thing, so I'm gonna read that one. Then we have a whole series, which is a Swedish one, meru by Katarina Ingelman Sundberg. This is about like old people committing robberies. I have the second book here, Låna silver, låna guld, and Rån och inga visor. So the first book, Kaffe med rån, is like coffee with robbery, but rån is also kind of a cookie thing. But yeah, these are really funny, but I'm not gonna reread them, and also they don't match, which is kind of bothering me. But yeah, they're really funny, but I'm never gonna reread them. I will read the new book in the series, but I don't feel the need to own them anymore, because I read them all, and this third one is my favorite, and the first one, I didn't like the second one at all. I gave it 2 stars. But yeah, I'm getting rid of those. Then we have A Very Large Expanse of Sea by Tara Mafi. This is the Swedish edition. An Ocean of Kärlek, which means an ocean of love. This is a book about Shirin. She switches school for the 3rd time in a year, and she is no longer gonna make friends. I'll learn her classmates' new names, not make an effort. Why would she when she's only met by hateful comments about her faith? She's a Muslim, her family, and her looks, when nobody is interested in getting to know her for real. Then she meets Ocean James, and the walls she has built up around herself are slowly coming down. This is set in 2002, a year after the terrorist attack on the World Trade Center. But I've heard from Sincerely Tahiri. I don't know exactly her username, but it's Sincerely something that begins with T. She's a Muslim, and she said that the Muslim rep is bad because in this book is Muslim, and she's falling in love with a non-Muslim, and if you're a Muslim, you're not supposed to date people who aren't Muslim. So she thought the representation was bad, even though Tara Mafi is a Muslim, I believe. But yeah, and I only gave it 4 stars. So. And I'm trying to mainly keep 5 stars on my shelves because I have quite a small shelf right there. It's only like that. That's all I have in my room. Then I have, and it's double stacked too. It's not completely full, but almost. And then I have another bookshelf, but that's not my bookshelf. Then we have Leah on the Offbeat by Becca Albertalli. I'm keeping Simon vs. the Homo Sapiens Agenda and the Upside Down Unrequited because those I gave 5 stars. This I only gave 4 stars. And I didn't really like Leah, the main character in this book. She was kind of annoying. He says, when it comes to drumming, Leah Burke is usually right on the beat, but real life is a little harder to manage. She loves to draw, but is too self-conscious to show it, and she hasn't mustered the courage to tell her friends that she's bisexual, not even her openly gay BFF, Simon. And she is crushing on a girl in this, I think. Yeah, she is. So Leah really doesn't know what to do, and her rock-solid friendship group starts to fracture. With prom and college on the horizon, tensions are running high, and it's hard for Leah when the people she loves are fighting, especially when she realizes she might love one of them more than she ever intended. But yeah, only 4 stars, so it's going. I just wanna keep that 5 stars. Then we have a book by Sarah Dessen, Idina Ögon. Let's see what it's called in English. It's Saint Anything. This is the one with Sydney and her big brother is in jail. And it's a romance. But yeah, I have read quite a few of Sarah Dessen's books. This is the only one I own, and I don't feel the need to own it because they all kind of blend together for me. All her books are kind of the same, basically romance. Don't need this anymore, but I will continue to read her books because I do really like them, but I don't need to own them, I feel. Then we have Beer Town by Fredrik Backman, because it's Swedish, so it's called Björnstad of Fredrik Backman. I read this, gave it 4 stars. I also have the sequel here, which I haven't read, and this doesn't match either. So I'm gonna read this, but I didn't love this. It's about a hockey town where everyone's into hockey, basically, and the star of the hockey team rapes a girl, and nobody, a lot of people don't believe her because they don't believe that their star could do something like that. So it kind of splits the town in 2. The people who believe her and the people who don't believe her. So yeah, it's a really hard read, but it was good. I really liked it, so I'm continuing on with this duology, but I don't want it on my shelves anymore because I'm never gonna reread it, and it wasn't a 5 star. Then we have Sherlock Holmes collection by Arthur Conan Doyle. This is the Gothic Fantasy Sherlock Holmes collection. And this contains not all of the stories, but it contains A Sudden Scarlet, The Sign of the Four, The Adventures of Sherlock Holmes, all those stories, and all the memoirs of Sherlock Holmes stories. But I listened to all of those books already, and they were all 3 stars. So I will finish the Sherlock Holmes series, but I don't need this on my shelf since it was only 3 stars all around. But it is really, really pretty. It looks good on the shelf, but I don't need it. So those were the 10 books that I want to give to the Red Cross. Let's see if I can hold them up. Here they are. Oops. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to, and I'll see you in my next video.